Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing, spectacular, wondrous Propagandacast. I'm your host, Pearl Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, psych defender of the fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on Mill Road again. In the north it is Pineapple the Fruit Dude, fighting here for the Commonwealth, the British Army, taking on the role here of the Guards Armour Division with Lend-Lease. Assault, Royal Engineers, and Special Weapons First and South, that is Treadz, fighting for the Overwatch Command West, Germany, Deutschland here with Overwatch, featuring Jaeger Infantry, early warning systems for the fatherland, howitzers, and the sector sort of below, triple infantry. So right off to the bat here with triple sections for Pineapple, double filters there for Treadz, and as always a big hearty thanks to my page supporters, these champions, these heroes, these legends who keep me in the business. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon, or just donate. Links in the description. Always comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. We got troops setting out here for Pineapple. Section going up there. Lots of sandbags here for Pineapple. It fortifies the frontiers of the new British Empire against the Hun. Setting out there swiftly, or at least steadily. Troops setting out there. Also sandbags here for the Reich. Points there being short. Storm passing northwards. Heading southwards, ground points here, section moving centrewards, moving westwards there. So we'll have to see what happens next. So far, I mean, just no engagements, just steady, quite advanced there from the British and the Germans. Lots of sandbags, no tea bags. Sir, can't we have some tea? No, Terence, the Germans might attack us at any moment. You remember what happened at Villers-Bocage, don't you? And those were in tanks. We don't have tanks, at least not right now, so no tea until the Germans are gone, but have a nice hot crumpet. Moving forwards there, sectioning northwards, looks like we might be seeing the first engagement up here. There we go. Sturmpionier versus section, caught off guard, laying down the sandbags. Not brewing tea, but definitely she's just as exposed here to the Sturmpionier as the advance for the Sturmgewehr 44. Also known as the MP44 before we got that designation, and there was effectively no difference between the two in terms of, like, what the active rifles did. Fun fact. Folks moving forwards here, two squads to keep each other supported. Pineapple's up to 4 sections. As forces are quite spread out across the entire front. There you go. Sturmpine single lost. They're laying down barbed wire. Jurgen drops dead. Trot on the way there for Treadz. Could be a battle of headquarters. Could be Mechanized Regiment. Both the options are open there. As the section will run the Sturmpionier, catching those dastardly Huns in a trap of their own making. In the south there, forces are keeping close to each other. And there you go. Sandbags up. Lots of sandbags from both sides. There we go, folks. Caught laying down sandbags. We'll need to get into position here. Otherwise, they're going to get shot to bits while laying down sandbags. Treadz with his Kampfgruppe Hauptquartier. Preparing for medics. Possible flat calf tracks, and of course artillery. Section engaging the filters out. Probably going to be one here for the sections. It's going to be a matter of time here. 2 sections versus 1 filter squad is fairly favoured for the sections. Going for the car punch. Well, good disruptive play there by Pineapple. Thumbs up there to our fruit fiending friend. Sectioning about in the east, going for the fuel point. Good play there, keeping his 2 squads together, so Pineapple's going to be forced to commit a larger force, or bring home machine guns to keep those Germans down. Northern point there routed, Calf point also hit there. Disruptive play from both sides, looking to catch the other chap off guard and leave them sore. Moving up for the car point as well, Jaegers can now be called in by Treadz. Typical counter versus the British with the G43s can sort of get past the fact that most British infantrymen are a bit on the bulletproof side. Probably all those medals. Well, I got this one for making biscuits for the Colonel. And I got this one for insulting a Frenchman in 1925. Section getting the photos here by the curve point. Vickers on the way there for Pineapple. So, bit of trying to play maps. Only looking quite like a patchwork blanket at the moment here. Vickers almost done. It's going to be great versus Treadz infantry. Obviously, keep it suppressed, of course, Treadz, but also benefit from the machine gun. That, of course, may try and go for the flag half track. Folks go Sturmpionier catching the section there. Catching them off guard, then murdering them. Section right north here with the aid of a Brandhandgranate. When sending a grenade. Now, technically, the Germans never really make huge use of it. As it turns out, they could just make Molotovs. In fact, they did. They called them Brandflaschen, or, fire bottles. So Yeah, that was one of those kinds where, like, you know, they probably would have liked to stack to the engineered solution, but they just went with a simpler one. I mean, they still managed to add some extra bits to the Molotov, so, like, you know, you had, like, you know, pin, like, or, you know, thing you can pull on, like, a regular shield hand grenade, or some, you know, storm matches, what do you call them, so you know, light off. But beyond that, it was pretty much just an industrially made Molotov with, you know, dark green bottle. AC Mark 3 away there for Pilot to put pressure on Treadz. Treadz going there for the mechanized upgrade there to the Battlefield headquarters. Could see a flak half track. If he's expecting the AC, though, he may be less likely to go for it. Unless he's got Academy after some Panzerschregs ready to deal with those Tommies. Vickers moving from north backed up with the section. Falling back up north here to the German strike here with their Jaegers. G for defeat, right about ready as well there. Vickers finding the full see by the eastern fuel point. Treadz getting back a Pineapple with good speed and determination. AC almost done here. As for Treadz, medics, no further sign of anything going on there. We got another Jaeger squad out here further to aid his nutritional strategy versus the British.
Armored car completed.
Baker setting up the fuel point to keep it defending against any German counterattacks. Focus with the section T. Might want to get a bit closer to pop the incendiary grenade, force them out of cover. At which point the section become, of course, a bit more manageable. Skirmishing here, forces taking man a loss. Up north here, Jaeger setting out for Treadz. Back here, troops reinforcing, healing for Treadz. There you go, flanking the section with the Sturmpioneer. AC strikes with the Sturmpioneer. Bit of skirmishing, bit of murdering. There you go. There's Tommy sent packing. And I think someone's already dead horse just got squished by the AC. Oh, I can't quite explain where all that blood came from. Maybe it was a cow, but whatever it is, it's beyond dead now. Not even Frankenstein could put that one together. Back again. AC moving forward here for Pineapple. Jaeger's routed. In the south here, Fulton moving forward is going to catch the section here. No sort of upgrade yet for those chaps. Of course, all Nixon's currently going for that G33 scoped rifle. Section there routed under heavy fire from Treadz Fulton Grenadiers. Back here, nothing further going on. No anti-tank weapons as of yet. AC, of course, need to be careful not to get too close to that Panzerfaust. There we go. Baker's there. Catching the folks out in the open, suppress them. Very good there for Pineapple. Still no sign of a doctor from. We got the cannon rifle there for Treadz to put pressure on Pineapple's vehicle. Of course, make it happen just to roll over Treadz. And we got sappers on the way there for Pineapple to repair the AC Mark III, since no one else got repair kits and tools. Bolted sections, of course, an excellent upgrade there. Gives more firepower by adding a 5th gun. Of course, more durability by, as you guessed it, adding a 5th guy. Sturmpioneer catching the section, sending it packing. Academy ready there. Troops reinforcing healing for Treadz. Sappers almost done there for Pineapple. Still no doctrine from our Pineapple friend. Jaeger's up in the section, catching the open, and Lewis drops dead. Sappers out there. Down to 2 men. Yeah, quick retreat there to realise that engagement's not going to go his way at all. May want to consider some Brennan guns or something else to put more pressure on the German infantry. Of course, pulling up for some armour at a slightly faster pace. Artillery could also be a consideration here. So, in a few options like just calling in mortars for Lend-Lease, or some other things. We shall see, of course, what direction Pineapple takes here versus Treadz. Sections moving from the north here. We got 428 to 436. Pretty close in terms of victory point between the two combatants. Fulton is advancing. Got Sturmgewehr 46 on the way. AC engaging the Sturmpioneer down to 2 men. Jaegers look like they could be linking up there to form up a rather large zone of discomfort for British infantry. Section have been shot to bits. Mines up here from Pineapple. Very good. AC backing off. Baker's opening the Fulton Grenadiers. And there you go, sort of up. Got the Jaegers flanking up behind Mr. Pineapple, who's going for the officer. That's going to give us some men some direction, some fortitude, and some expert leadership to chuck grenades at the Germans, because the common soldier can't be trusted with those bigger grenades. They might blow their faces off. Or worse, might get an officer hurt. Bloody peasants. Anyways, officer almost done there for Pineapple, got the northern victory point. There you go, officer out. Reinforcing healing. Track on where it's going to the Schwerer Panzer Hauptquartier for Treadz. Jaeger spotted there by the AC Mark III, but again, good to start to play there by Treadz. And Pineapple certainly after the initial success, struggling a bit more to disrupt Treadz's resource long return. So certainly Treadz looking a bit favoured to get some Panzers fast here versus Pineapple. AC there closing in a bit 2-1. Officer moving ahead here, packed up at the section. Jaegers there definitely need to be careful. There we go, quick retreat. Folks doing what they can with the Sturmgewehrs. We've got the Jaegers on the flank, plus the Kettenwerfer. On the west side, folks moving up, and we got this section all the way on the west, which could try and go for the fuel point. Schwerer Panzer quarter gun around the carve points for Treadz. Conservative, you're still effectively defending at least some critical points and make it harder for Pineapple to disrupt him at least somewhat. Officer probably just retreat, but they do get one parting gift here, the light gammon bomb. Which, unlike how it's displayed here, was actually not a grenade with a timer. It was known as a percussive grenade, meaning it basically went off once it hit something after some amount of time. Otherwise, you know, if someone just dropped it at their feet, well, you can figure it out. But there's another thing about the gammon bomb, besides being percussive, there's also a grenade that could actually be modified in how explosive it's meant to be by just adding more or less explosives. It was primarily used, I believe, by commandos. Like, for example, you've chucked enough in it, it could actually be an anti-tank grenade of rather effective volume. Armor card being fixed up. Nothing further going there for our pineapple friend. As for Treadz, our tread-headed friend, who got the Schwerer Panzer quarters up. He could consider adding orbital down, but he's already got so much infantry that might be a bit overkill. So there you go. Authorization on the way there for the Schwerer Panzer quarters. Fighting around the carve point here, though, of course, authorization is soon done, so that will work out well for him. Planting for the stars as well. There we go. Third is something with a flak, operational once more. Vickers up in the centre. Up north, we got the officer catching the full screen of DC. Should be a win for the officer once it gets close enough. They may want to chuck a light gammon bomb there for. Ooh, nice one. Almost got a full wipe there. Had it been slightly further ahead, they could have caught them in a retreat path there, I think, fully, and just got them all blown to bits. 6-pounder gun for Pineapple. Of course, with this, he's probably figuring out that he's going to be on the receiving end of a Panzer assault before he gets out any tanks himself, and so anti-tank guns will be a prerequisite for not having to learn to speak German after that. Folks being shot to bits here by the two sections. Brandhand gone off to make it hard for them to stay in cover. Advancing up with the Jaegers there. Of course, also synergized effectively with the incendiary grenades, since they just, you know, make the units more easy to pick off with the G43. Northeast section pushed back the Sturmpionier. Further, sappers with AC support here, going for the western victory point and pushing out the Germans there as well. Sturmpionier versus the section up close, down to 2 men. Baker troops reinforcing healing. No tech yet for Pineapple. Clearly feeling the pressure here of Treadz and the German army. Treadz getting anywhere closer to the Panzer IV. Almost got the Sturmpionier wipe. That'd be certainly helpful for their form. The Jaegers in the centre versus the Vickers, though. With the Vickers having no cover, the Jaegers being in heavy cover, I think that's going to be a possible win here for the Jaegers. We got 403 versus 405. Still pretty close in terms of victory points between the two sides. Still pretty close. Troops reinforcing. Nothing further going there for Pineapple as of yet. No tech still. Treadz getting ever closer to the Panzer IV here versus Pineapple. Ever steadily closer. Jaegers routing in the south. Grab northern points here. We're moving for the northern point. Could hit a mine possibly here from Pineapple. Good mining by the way there. Thumbs up to him.
Vehicle ready to go.
Back at base. We haven't seen like any further upgrades here for Pineapple. Section swinging forwards, heading towards the centre. So we can head for the northern victory point there, grab the southern point of the section. Steady stuff there, and there you go, running straight into the Germans in the centre of the Jaegers, of course, continuing to bleed up Pineapple ever so efficiently. Focus moving in from the north. Panzer IV more in there for Treadz. Thumbs up to him. I imagine a thumbs down from Pineapple. But I still yet to go for Doctrine, which is worth noting. Starting to look more and more like he might be planning something later games. I don't know. Could be special weapons or engineers for their heavier, you know, crocodile stuff. I mean, it could still go in pop for Lend-Lease for like a sudden surprise, but considering that's a doctrine you typically pick early on, this one seems a lot less likely. Okay, I'm holding up there. Got northern victory point. Almost got the centre. Officer's about to get wiped out though. Ooh, not great there for Pineapple. Great kill for Treadz and the Germans. Great kill. Steel Palm's got decent good map to versus Treadz, though of course that may soon change once the Panther 4 arrives. Depends on how well Treadz handles the Panther 4 or how well Pineapple counters it. Still nothing going on the base of a Pineapple. No replacement officer, no doctrine, no nothing. But there you go, Panzerkampf fighting for us when you're out there. Can't stick to the road, gotta crash through the trees and crash as many squads as possible. Section of the Volksgun is still very low in health. They're pretty risky, and they need to retreat immediately. Panther rushing forwards. Volksgun Jaegers are in the center. 6-pounder gun. Ooh, needs to be careful. It's going to be cleared up with infantry very easily, which is going to be great for Treadz, but obviously quite the headache for Pineapple. Loses that into tank and too easily to the infantry. AC moving up, but that's not, I think, going to be. Like, he could pop smoke screen with it. That might help, but otherwise, his option here versus the. Oh, good shot there through the trees. And we got a single squad there along the way. To find the cover removed, just anti-tank has to back off. So on the victory point, they're being seized. Almost got the center as well. Pineapple finally taking up, very good. Thumbs up. The gunner shoots and misses. Jaegers grab the eastern fuel point. Panther 4 on the watch in the south, AC heading northwards, getting the folks there as they try to sneak towards the northern victory point. Large build up in the centre here. Straight to the MD-34, which Treadz very wisely called in earlier. Thumbs up to that one. British forces are out here from the centre as they cannot pierce such a veil of violence which is being deployed here by Treadz. Almost got this on the field point. Pineapple here going for specialization, I believe. Yes, indeed. Hammer Tactics going to put all of his money onto the Comet, hoping that can turn them around against those damnable Germans. Well, I feel like he's definitely over-focusing too much in the center. I mean, he probably should be focusing more on the sides and the resources, like A, getting more resources, but also B, denying Treadz resources. And currently, he's been spending so much attention and time into the center. I feel like he's conceded too much ground elsewhere. Did get a wipe there on Treadz. That's very good for him. For Pineapple, that is not for Treadz. Not for Treadz. AC, they're taking nasty hit. Panther 4 doing a bit of damage before holding itself off. Pineapple, by the way, still yet to choose a doctrine. Getting perhaps slightly concerning there. For Pineapple's sake, that is. For Treadz, I'm sure it's great. Pushing northwards, got Orbison to replace the Volksgun. Thumbs up there to Treadz. Jaegers hiding here behind an old car. Fix up the AC. Will take a bit of while to get fixed up there. Section out in the open, can't use the cover because the bat was coming off nicely. Section sent packing. Another 6-pounder gun for Pineapple. Obviously, he's going to need more anti-tank guns to successfully stall for a Comet here. People still benefit from a doctrine and some sort of plan beyond Comets, I guess. As for Treadz, I imagine we'll be just seeing more Panther 4s here versus Pineapple. And the guard's armor. 6-pounder gun got cleared out. Great for Treadz. A definite problem with Pineapple. Going straight for the eggs in. There we go. We got the Gammon Bomb. The bigger one. Shatters the car and the cover. But no gems. At least sends them packing. Heavy fighting around the counter tank. There we go. Guarded it. Right before the gems can grab it or destroy it. And LMG 34 for the Overwatch, increasing their firepower significantly versus those in Slav. Second versus Obersoldaten. Back here, reinforcing. Second is the Obersoldaten. Easily lost out. They do too well being mostly out in the open, as an Obersoldaten squad was at least in light cover. Almost got the southern field point back. We got 349 to 311. Pineapple getting a little closer there towards the Comet. As for Treadz, getting not too far away from a Panther 4, though. He's going for a Kidnap for now, which could possibly indicate he's not wanting that. Maybe Yak Pants? Nah. Panther, I guess? That's... Well, there he's trying to stall for the King Tiger already, and now I'd say are probably like the most amazing choices. More sandbags shattered by Gammon bombs. 349 turns to 95. So both sides basically start setting up for something bigger. Though obviously Treadz if he's saving up for the King Tiger's obviously going to be one that's going to be just, just a bit bigger. Mines up here, the Schützenmine, 42. Sehr gut. Unless you're the chap who steps on, in which case you may not be quite as appreciative of it. Pen falling straight for the section there. Shoots and misses. And you've had 4 Vickers exchanging fire here around the centre. Pop the take aim ability. And that's a pretty handy ability, but like, other handy abilities like insignificant rounds, I imagine it's going to follow in their footsteps and, see no real usage. So it tends to be the common thing that, abilities like this.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our
Mines here by the eastern fuel point. Schützenmine. Pineap's getting close to the Comet tank here. Treadz getting, well, closer to whatever he's planning there, I imagine. Pineapple, though, still yet to go for Dogton. He remains hesitant and uncommitted. AC pushing back a bit too far. They're going to risk getting Panther fast and Panther forming up there. Good hit from the AC. They're punching through the Panther War's armor. 6-pounder guns. They're not quite within range to assist here versus this German menace of steel. Double Lekem's shots there. Almost take out the AC. Mark 3 narrowly survives. There you go. Slowing down the engine. Lekem's pushing forward. Quickly cleared up within from nearby. They're a bit more aggressive. Almost got the 6-pounder gun. A Panther 4 there. Almost one more hit. One more hit. Can he get it? And the Panther 4 is down, but the AC survives. A stinging blow there to Treadz and the German army. 9th Panzer Division, in fact you failed to give them a number there, 9th Panzer Division here, suffering a staggering blow straight into the mine. They're causing further casualties as 2 men get blown off. Well, their feet get blown off, and the rest of the men obviously can't fight on then without their feet. Routed here, on the west ground, the point here with the sapper section moving up. Troops reinforcing. Comet on the way there for Pineapple and the German army, British army, not German army. Yeah. Ground western point here. Eastern fuel pump secured there by the Germans as well. Sehr good. Section up starting the sniper nest. Bit, I imagine, uncomfortable with that many men in such a small space. Comet halfway done. Still not clear what the Treadz is playing for. Might be the Panther here. Well, again, it's going for the King Tiger. I imagine we're seeing a mechanized regiment within the near future. Section A being shot to bits, but the Orbs on the Jaegers. A strong combo here that definitely makes it difficult for infantry to, exist. Unless it speaks German.
Contact!
damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Ready to move.
Strong Pioneers holding up. Pierce Photos moving up.
Where do you want this Comet?
Comet ready.
Supply line's been cut.
I imagine we'll be seeing the tank commander for the extraction. There we do get the Panther Treadz, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Panzer. Pride of the Fatherland. Focusing in here by the eastern fuel point. Section catching that in the open here. Come advancing with its 77mm gun. Which would take, technically it was a 17-pounder gun. They just had to give it a slightly different designation due to issues with the ammunition. Since it uses slightly different type of ammunition from a 17-pounder gun, so to avoid confusion, they called it 77mm. Ooh, gotta wipe their pits and mine, but still getting wiped. There's pretty great for Pineapple, and obviously less great for Treadz and the German army.
Heavy tank reporting.
Panther almost down there for Treadz and the 9th Panzer Division. Comet being hauled out of there. Northeast section, Vickers there as the Jaegers. Still no take aim. And there you go, Panzerkampfwagen 5 gefechtsbereit. More squirrels getting crashed mercilessly beneath the Treadz of the German Panzerwaffe. Ace then getting the orbs on here from the north. 3 and 49 was 160.
Sorry, but we're being bloody shot at.
Again, moving forwards here for Treadz. Fixing up the Comet. Panther on the move here for Treadz. Actually, taking a bit of fire from the Germans. The most machine gun fire. But there you go. That's not machine gun fire. And could definitely knock it out if it's not careful.
Comet, ready to move out.
Panther remaining reserve here. No upgrades for either tank. Oh, that is being upgraded, but interesting enough, Pineapple's not upgrading his. And he still hasn't chosen a doctrine. We are over like 20 minutes of the game, and usually having no doctrine chosen is typically not great. Comet there versus the Panther. Might have gone a bit too close. There we go. Anti-tank grenade off. The anti-tank seal as well here. Could result in Treadz actually rapidly losing his Panther if he's not careful. Shot bounced. Lucky there for Treadz. Anti-tankers probably could use the rapid maneuvers to quickly catch up with it. Bit of no-look ability, but the ability that means you can quickly move fast and actually say catch up with the tank and knock it out if you've got something to spot with it, which it's actually quite powerful. Though of course, it can also be used to just get out of a really bad spot, which is also quite good. More samples for Pineapple.
Comet crew, awaiting new orders.
To speed up repairs of the Comet tank.
A capture point is
Could he
being
get in the Panther there?
overrun.
I don't know, but he probably could have knocked at least a few larger chunks of health out of it. Sapper's almost done. Commodore being fixed up. Further losses there to Treadz infantry. Now the truck on the way there, so mechanized to probably help with repairs, but could also be a setup for a killing target down the road here for Treadz and the Germans. Moving in the north there, going from the northern victor, we've got a Jaeger squad nearby moving through the brushes, ready to ambush the Tommies and show this Inslaffen what for. Picks up the Comet. Machine gun up in the machine gun. Still no take aim. Section rest of the Jaegers. I mean, if the section get lucky, they could win this, but I think the Jaegers only in the longer run has the better chance of getting the job done. But who knows? There's always room for surprises. Oh, he ends up retreating. He decides not to risk it. Section flanking in the Volkskaners by the point. Bunhand gun it off. Very nice throw there. Comet good to go once more for Pineapple. AC. Another one who repairs. And the Panther still hasn't been repaired. Ooh, that's not great there for Treadz. And for that matter, not for the Panther crew. Mines up for Pineapple. Very good. Thumbs up. In the far west, we've got the section up for some points. Pineapple continues to not have a doctrine chosen.
Launch the mission.
At this rate, I could easily just see him going for more comets. Fixing up the Panther. Mines down here for Pineapple. Machine gun there's going to be for a world of hurt in there. Great hit there on those hands. Almost got the entire machine crew wiped out. Could get it. Oh, talk about close though. Panthers once more good to go here in service of Deutschland. We got 49 103. Pineapple needs to do something with those victory points sooner rather than later. Obviously, was the section, giving those a definite case of indigestion. Pampering up there. 100 points left now down to specific. Got to be learning that. Still nothing there chosen for Pineapple. Obviously on the fire from the Comet. Got it from the Panther there in its high velocity 75mm gun. Machine sitting up there. Great hit on the Panthers. Both entertaining to penetrate. They're doing quite a bit of damage here to Treadz Panther. And there you go, another hit there. Down to less than half health. Grenades off here on the Raketenwerfer and gets the entire crew a devastating explosion. At least Treadz only shorter on anti-tank weapons. This is a great moment for the Comet. The AC could destroy it. Oh, sectional wiped out. That's a great counter blow there for Treadz, but not quite enough to make up for the current damage and losses. In the centre here, folks been caught by the Vickers. Covering further forward. Could get a wipe on the Jaegers. Looks like it. If only had the tank commander though. Panther's up there. Decent hit. Doesn't get the Jaegers in the end. Quickly backs off. Anti-tanks moving forwards. Still could try and make use of the rapid maneuvers. Actually pretty risky there. And again, it does seem like Pineapple is not doing too great of a job there using his abilities, which is very lucky for Treadz. As always, I think he definitely could have been in a lot more trouble than he currently is. Either way, the send security with the British Army with a strong thrust, sending the 9th Panzer Division into a spiral of slight awkwardness. Still no doctrine for Pineapple. Southern victory point seized here by the German Army. We got 346 was 93. And we finally get a doctrine at the 28-minute mark. Pineapple finally commits to Royal Engineers, featuring flamethrowers for the sappers, command vehicles, vehicle crew repairs, incendiary flame mortar support. Flame mortar support, incendiary flame mortar support is a bit redundant. And the AVRE. That's like saying wet water. It's like, yes, we get it. It's water, it's wet. Finally upgrade the tank commander there to the Comet tank. I mean, obviously you might see something like, in a product for something really silly in the year of our Lord 2021, but Anyways, opening up here, good hit from the Comet, 12 kills, veterans 1, nice hit from Ken in return, troops being shot to bits out in the open. AVRE hits an interesting choice from Pineapple. Ops going to use that thing to shoot apart the infantry support weapons. Got a Goliath for Treadz. What he's planning, of course, is another matter entirely. And of course, the other question is, should he have gone for the area? Shouldn't just say gone, for another comet, or even if he'd gone for a crocodile. Gun bomb off here, lots of sandbags, which just vanished. 13 kills from the comet machine crew. They're definitely to reposition before they get shot to bits. Area moving forward to the area standing. I can't quite remember what that's actually. But anyways. They were part of known as Hobart's Funnies, which is seriously specialised vehicles for the invasion of Normandy. Good hit there for the killing effort on the Comet. White phosphorus off there, then it comes up with the aviary shot. Can land a shot in the right spot. And he does bloody well land it. Clearing out like another crew. Another problem here for Treadz now. Both of the anti-tank guns are likely going to be entirely destroyed now. There we go. Gone. Dealing him just for the Panther and the Goliath here. Most of the Comet and the Aviary. That's a great start there for the Aviary. That's a great start there for Pineapple's Aviary. That was quite explosive.
Where do you want us?
Troops reinforcing healing. Fixing up the Comet.
Awaiting new orders.
Half 8 of SNE2.
Heavy tank ready.
Trenches dug in the south, not bad there, not bad. We got 293 versus 89. Treadz looking like he's going to go for the King Tiger, the Königstiger, the Tiger 2. German infantry dug in by the northern point. We got a command vehicle, in fact, on the EC. Very nice. Up north, the section is being met with lethal fire here from Treadz possessions. No, that's going to be a full wipe here. Pilot's not paying attention, and they are gone. Well, everyone except for Terry there. Can Terry make it? Terry can. That's quite impressive. And really lucky for Pineapple. In the south, AC backing up the section inside the trench here to hold off against the German. There you go. Brandheimer Granada. Excellent defense. A lot more tenuous. Treadz, meanwhile, just holding on until he came in, calling the King Tiger and tried to overwhelm Pineapple with the sheer might of the German industry. AC Panzerfaust in the south here. Could push the Panther to deal with that. Goliath hiding about here as well. Getting ready for some surprises against Pineapple. We'll have to see if that works out. Comedy on the prop backed up. Saps against the Panther. Anti-tank grenade off and damages anything in the Panther. Common forwards here. Could see Treadz Panther knocked out here with a bit of luck. Good hit from the Comet there. Panther down to half health. Misses the Comet. Comet himself close to SG2 here. Aviary nearby. Engaging the Schwer Panther quarters. Treadz meanwhile is still minutes away from the King Tiger as Pineapple goes all in. Anti-tank too close, perhaps aiming up. The machine gun crew is going to get blasted into oblivion. What is it? He's not even going to care. He's just going to blast the Schwer Panther quarters instead. And the Schwer Panther quarters is down, leaving Treadz now definitely forced to go for the King Tiger. Like, even wants to change his mind. It's gone now. He can't change his mind now. It is the King Tiger, or it's nothing. Well, maybe a bunch of pumas, but I don't think that's going to work. I could be wrong. So we got 286, 72.
Heavy tank awaiting orders.
Com them being repaired. AC needed repairs. Goliath finding the east southern point. Graham northern point. We got 286 versus 69. 68. Panthers half 8 of SG2. Treadz getting very, very close to the King Tiger, the Königstiger, the Tiger 2. Jaeger's about to get a face full of spigot. Mortar there.
Enemy causing trouble. Trying to take
Sneak up here. If he's not paying attention, Goliath could probably blow up some of the stuff here in the center machine up against the Germans. There you go. Flanked with the Oberson and the Jaegers. Gonna see that machine crew they exterminated. Got 66 points left here for Pineapple. Up north, point secured. In the south here, there you go. Goliath going for the section. Pineapple does retreat in time, and there we go. Completely blown to bits. I mean, they can cover a much wider amount of ground if you want to look at it like that, but it's not something they can realistically hold. Section about to get wiped with the Orbis on the Jaeger combo here again. Strong combo there. Panterfaust on the AC Mark 3. Commodore rhyming here. Aviary there, still reloading. Series of punishing blows to the Pineapple. 6-pounder gun setting up the Comet there. Could flank the Panther alongside the anti-tanks. There we go. Good hits. AC there. Slowing it down. Could immobilize the Panther. That'd be a huge problem here for Treadz. Yes, it's mobilized. Anti-tanks moving up there. King Tiger on the move here. Flanking the anti-tank gun with its mighty frame. Anti-tank trying to take the Panther. Panther's bouncing shots using the blitz. They didn't finish it off in time. He's blitzing it out there and he narrowly gets away with it. 6 Pentaguns in trouble. Avery going for the King Tiger. King Tiger backing off. There he goes. Crew shot as the entire hull lurches and shakes. Heavy fire being unleashed on the King Tiger, with the King Tiger structured off. Comet down to half health. Could be Panther faster here by the Fultz Grenadiers. Panther and Dine need repairs. King Tiger need repairs. Treadz infantry pushed back here by Pineapple. We got 283 versus 56. Whew. Anti-tank gun destroyed.
Heavy tank awaiting orders. Ready for
And
orders.
Pineapple stuff and new repairs. More Jaegers out here for Treadz. Most of the Fultz Grenadiers have now been, well, killed. Another section there for Pineapple. We got 50 points left for Pineapple here versus Treadz 283. Looks like he's going to try and hunt down the King Tiger. Quickly backing off there. Using the emergency war speed, which doesn't really make it go that much faster, but you know, it's better than nothing. Got the Southern victory point. We got 283 versus 44. I mean, Treadz has the infantry advantage and has some armor at the same time. Opponents still has anti-tank guns and other bunch of firepower. Instead, also has a good amount of infantry that could do with more. That said, one advantage Treadz definitely has is more victory points than Pineapple. So if he does, like, you know, delivers the right kind of blow, he could win this. It's going to be close.
We're losing a capture point.
Pineapple should definitely consider more armor. Cromwell Center could be, I think, an idea here. Of course, Major's planning for another Comet. He's not far off from that either, to be quite fair. AC shoots. North here fighting for North Victor. One got the Comet here, close to the east level. Fultz Grenadiers could try to pop the grenade actually with the crew self-defense ability. Fun fact, most tank crews had some amount of grenades with them. I think on both sides actually. Even Stu crews had some grenades for the defense. And there you go, unit wiped here by the aviary. Now they're punching further to Treadz, but he's pushing forward on this for Deutschland. Bigs are being hammered. AC almost ace level there. Comet, or aviary closing eventually. 2 coming from the north. He's got North Victory Point. Machine crew they exterminated. Rushing forward there. Taking heavy fire for Treadz in from the opposite side. The Jaeger combo remains absolutely potent. Comet striking at the King Tiger. King Tiger getting matched into one hit. Could pop the spearhead ability. Great hit. Their mine goes off on the Comet. Oh dear. Wasn't paying attention where his bomb was placed. And that could be the end of the Comet here. Comet down to the King Tiger. The Königstiger slays the British tank. And scores a noble kill there for the German army. Aviary trying to slow down the King Tiger instead. Is itself starting our main up able to escape at the wrath of the King Tiger. There you go. AC down. The King Tiger is decimating Pineapple's armored forces. And the Panthers with damage him, but still might be able to take out the Comet before it's too late. Oh, the Aviary. The Comet's already gone. Almost got it. King Tiger's going in. Probably finish off the job here. Shot fire there. Still could pop spearhead mode. Almost got the aviary there. Got it. And at this point it looks like it may just be GG here for Pineapple. His forces have been shattered. His lines broken. His teacups all across the floor, utterly ruined alongside his tea. And there you go, GG, game over. A victory here for Treadz, a loss for the British Army. Pineapple, I think, had some options there, but again, I feel like he was just too slow in picking a doctrine. Also getting too bit slow now getting out some armor. I also feel like some Bren guns and something like that would also done quite a bit of good. And just using some of those abilities like, you know, rapid maneuvers or the machine gun ability, I think would done him quite a bit of good as well there. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't channel me. And of course, you'd like me to do, you can consider donating or pledging on Patreon. Would help me out a bunch. This is Imperial Link signing off, and see you all another time tomorrow. Cheers.